Arrow 2 asks the question, what did this passage mean to its original audience? We want to make sure we root our application of the biblical text and what God intended to communicate through these authoritative authors that he empowered by his Spirit to record his word. So we're asking, what did it mean to the original audience? Now, our minds originally go to all sorts of tools and techniques that we would need to discover the original meaning to the original audience, and those are helpful, and we want to utilize the tools that God has given us. But perhaps the place to start is to attempt to read the Bible with more than just our minds, to envision what it would have been like to experience these stories, these letters firsthand, to in a sense, put ourselves into the story. So for example, you might ask a question like, what would it have been like to be a party guest who was invited to the prodigal son's coming home party? Or what might the experience have been like to be a friend to Hosea when he was told to go marry Gomer and then take her back continually? What would those who had originally experienced these stories have experienced? What it had been like to be one on the street in Acts 5 and watch the shadows of the apostles come and heal those who were brought out on their mats to meet the apostles. These experiences, they conjure up more than just facts in our minds, but they help us live the Bible story. So when we ask, what did it mean to its original hearers, we're in a sense putting ourselves in the story and asking, what would have stood out to me? How would I have experienced this story? And then we're also able to utilize the various tools that God and the original Bible authors and then subsequent editors and Bible commentators have given us to access God's Word to understand its meaning. Tools like our cross references in our Bible, the study notes that we might have, book introductions, various Bible dictionaries or commentaries or tools that would help us understand the scene that was playing out in any biblical text that we're reading. Just as an aside, this is one of the reasons that it's most helpful to read books of the Bible through in order rather than kind of picking and choosing passages to read, because you can read the book introduction, say to the church at Rome, to the book of Romans, and get a sense of what's going on, who's writing to whom, when are they writing, what's the experience like, and then as you begin to move through that letter, you're better able to understand what this text meant to its original audience. And this is what we want to do when we're asking the question of Arrow 2.